Good afternoon, everybody. It's Saturday the 25th of January. It's a beautiful sunny day today in the UK. Finally, after gloom. Hope you've got some nice weather where you are. I bet you're still thrilled about what's happened with President Trump. I watched the inauguration again last night. I watched the Candace Owens one where she was giving a commentary. It was quite funny. Halfway through, she's like, "Go, go, go!" And she got so excited, and I was laughing, thinking, yeah, that's the kind of thing I do. So I watched it again, and of course, questions arise, like, why are they there? Have we been misled in a way to believe what we believe, and maybe this is it? And, it does get a little bit confusing. Even my head spins sometimes, but there you go. So I've got lots and lots of questions. So I thought, rather than me start talking, I'm just going to get into it. They're just going to be random, okay? Not in any particular order. I'm going to mix them all up, okay? Questions that have arisen since the inauguration. Hopefully, we can make some sense of this. Right. Number one, I saw in the newspapers that it said, because I've been looking, because obviously seeing what President Trump's up to, Britain should follow Trump and pull out of the WHO. A lot of people were saying WHO was, CGI. But Britain should pull out. Now, suddenly, the newspapers are all supportive. And they weren't, 5 days ago? Interesting that, isn't it? Okay, so Britain should follow Trump, pull out. Well, I believe we're already not even really in the WHO. I think the world doesn't know that yet. I think a lot of this I believe everything was dismantled in the last 4 years, and I believe everything cleared up, and now they're going to pretend that now this is how we change everything. But I think it's already been done. They're just showing the people who didn't have a clue. Let's see if that's right, for starters. Are they showing the world now what's already been cleared up? Yeah, already. Death. Change. Slow. It was slow, but it was worth it. And painful. There you go. That's a major card. So it has taken time. So probably over the last 4 years, they've already been changing it. So there you go. So Britain should follow Trump and pull out the WHO. I believe we're not even we're not being controlled by the WHO. I think it's optics. Ended. There you go. So there you go. I think it was already ended. I think they're just going to show you now how we shouldn't be part of them. Yeah. Ended. What's that one? In fact, I feel like it could also end up coming out about swords. Okay, and what they were planning and behind, and there may be more actually that comes out about the WHO. In fact, that was what the article said. I'm sure there was an article that said, did I not write it down? I did. I wrote it down somewhere. It's not on my list, but it was something to do with after their plan for swords, I can't say the word, after their failed messy plan didn't work out, and that looks like maybe that's what they're now going to bring up, and maybe that's their reasoning for let's pull out of the WHO. But yeah, I think those people aren't even a part of it anymore either. See what I get. I'll pull a few cards. Okay, I feel like it's done, but now I feel like they've got to show you. Also, that could be all the damage that's happened and all the repercussions of what's happened. Okay, so I do feel very much like this is for the world to know. I feel like they've sorted it out. Okay, she's tamed the lion. Okay, coming back with strength. But this is kind of just reconfiguring it, and then the world kind of how they reconfigure or sort of put everything back together again, and then in order to show the world that, for the world WHO, World Health, interesting, World Health Organization. Yeah, how perhaps that we don't need them anymore. It didn't really work out as planned. And like I said, yeah, it's going to reveal news about, it could be integrity, on the truth comes out, honesty. Yeah, it just wasn't for our best interest. And I think now it gets revealed. I'm just seeing a Wheel of Fortune. So now the wheel turns. Could be, that looks like arrangements made, but also it could be like mistruths, things that weren't quite correct, you know, and we might actually start saying, hang on a minute, did any of that even need to happen? That's another thing that might happen, actually. This is really good news, okay? Because I think this is a complete change and a whole new path. So yeah, I think that happened a long time ago, or they didn't actually seal the door shut, but it was almost shut. That's what it feels like. But I feel like the truth about the past needs to come out. So this is a magician. It feels like now the people need to know in order to shut it down, and then we can move on to something else. Right, I'll just pull one for the WHO. Britain pull out. Is this all theatre? I don't really know what to say. Skills, nature, friends. Nature. Maybe as well we're going to have more natural things. We don't need them and their things. Guides. So maybe we don't need their guidance or their knowledge. So yeah, it definitely looks like we're going to the world. I think the world is going to leave the WHO. There's a Wheel of Fortune, so that's a lucky card. Oh, and that fell out again, so we're going to be safe, stay safe from, I don't believe we're going to have them in the future. Right, that's done. Moving on. Newspapers have also said, okay, they highlighted that immigrants, 1 in 12 in London, have no right to be here. The newspapers are saying this now. Didn't care a week ago, did they? It's all a little bit two-faced. 1 in 12. So then they're saying, you know, so maybe we should do a President Trump. And the government will pay Vietnam, Turkey and Kurdistan to stop the immigrant flow. This sounds like a bit like Nesara, Gesara. So maybe there's still more to come. In fact, I want to ask that. Okay, the government willing to pay in the UK, it was in the newspapers, these countries to stop the flow. And I always said that there would be help money when they go back. And I always felt like that was the fairest thing you can do. You can't just send people back into poverty and a chaotic situation that they could put their lives in harm's way. That's just not fair. You know, as much as, you know, immigration is a hot topic, I do agree. But, you know, you can't just send people back into a perilous situation. But that's why I always felt there'd be money, or the governments would help them. Like, the government should be looking after their people. So basically, I've said that one. Government pay Vietnam. Our government would pay Vietnam, Turkey to stop the influx. Okay, is that going to happen? Oh yes, they're going to put their foot down. And that's governmental as well. Yes. Sorry. They want to stop the chaos in a way. Stop from them feeling the need to try and attempt to come overseas and change environment. This is a cultural card, so change their environment. Surprise. Okay, so perhaps they won't feel the need anymore. This is kindness, and this is rebuilding structures, and potentially even, well, it's giving money, 80% wealth to help. It's an act of kindness. There you go. That looks like that's going to happen. So that stops that issue. But that's the beginning. But we were always led to believe that Nesara Gesara would go one step further, and I don't know when this would be. Perhaps it's eventually that even people with potentially green cards and resident permits, even they would get an opportunity to go back to the country they were born in. So is immigration going to go the next step up after all of this happens and actually offer people with green cards and resident permits money, so they're not going for nothing? Is Nesara Gesara still a thing where they're actually going to take it that one step further and offer them money to go back to their own countries? This could be in 5 years. This could be in 10. We don't know. Oh, yes. Oh, they're going to make it so desirable. They're going to be running there. Honestly, that's like you get you get everything you ask for. Your greatest wishes. And perhaps, you know what, perhaps people will be like, oh, who wants to live in England with their rubbish weather? Don't blame me either, mate. I'll come with you. Okay, so Judgment Day is going to come. They're going to make this thing a thing. They are going to make this thing a thing with Judgment Day, and this is moving. See, look, across water. This is governments. Okay? And perhaps even people will consider that they don't have to feel stuck or have to move because something else better comes along. This is Judgment Day. Now, yes, it hasn't happened yet, but it feels like it's going to happen, which will end, I think, the need for people to have such a difficult time and for people to move and be displaced. And yeah. So I asked, is there a next level? Well, I have a Judgment Day and I have moving across water. Okay, now the Lovers is a decision, but it's a political decision. It's under a governmental card. So it's a decision the government are going to make. And it's a fair decision. And it's based on being diplomatic. So they're going to be diplomatic. And I think it could be I think in order to do it, it would be a positive situation, right? No one's going to end up, okay, this is the world. This is also could be going back to where you were born, because the world is your life cycle. And this is a strategy. So strategically trying to get what you want. It could even be to put the world back as it should be. So, oh yes, look, renewal and money. Money, Page of Pentacles, money. Looking at it differently. How can we change everything, make everything better for the benefit of everybody, and give them money. Money to go back, money for the country to flourish, countries to flourish. I mean, sometimes, I kid you not, it does feel too good to be true. And the fact that, you know, you couldn't imagine a world where all the countries flourish, we're all, you know, but maybe that is Judgment Day, and maybe that's coming, you know, that we can't believe it now where we are, because I think we're only on the first rung of the ladder. It's like, to me, this is the thing that was getting confusing to me. That is the Great Awakening, when the world is a completely different place of renewal. And if it ended this week, and that's as good as it gets, then my understanding of the Great Awakening was wrong, and it was different. Because, you know, why would you call it the Great Awakening if this is all it is? Yes, it's fantastic for America. It's fantastic, but surely that's not it. So that was going to be my next question. Is this as good as it gets this week for the Great Awakening? Is this it? Because I literally didn't even think there'd be a political structure at some point. Like, it would be community. Like, it would really change. What did I say? Is this it? I don't know if I said, is there more to come? This is prosperity and a new beginning as well. Okay, is there more to come? Is this it? Is this is the end of it, and this is as good as the Great Awakening is? And, you know, because to me, renewal and healing should be better for all of us. So, you know, I don't feel renewed. I think America feels renewed. I feel positive, but I don't feel renewed. So is there more to come, or is this already it? Whoops, I'm going to leave those there. I won't look at them yet. Is there more to come? Or is this as good as it gets? Okay, this is the beginning. That's what that card literally is. It's the beginning of looking at something in a new physical way. So there you go. Here's hoping. Right, what was the question? Is this as good as it gets? Is there more to come? So if it's as good as it gets, yes. Or is there more to come? Yes. Yes, looks like there's already, they've made great gains. Okay, in order to keep the world safe. It's their desire to keep the world safe, and its greatest wish to have things differently, have things different, I should say. And these look really positive. So, is there more to come? Well, how can it be over if I have a sort of stress card? This is small wins. So maybe this is the first small win. Maybe there's more wins to come. So what happens next? Stress. Pending. Well, the thing is that this is a sort of a slower wait card, okay? And these two major cards is about the environment and seeing things differently. It's uncomfortable, but you start seeing things differently about the environment. So perhaps there is more things to come. That's what I feel like. Wheel of Fortune. A lot of hidden stuff. I feel like it's going to start getting speed up more now. A lot more information is going to come out. A lot of hidden stuff that's going to come out. Okay, so I do feel there's more to come. Oh, look, because why would I now have a Justice card? So if it was over now, this is now, this is now, this is justice. Justice is now. Justice isn't before, justice is now. Now, they're going to go for it, basically. Knight of Swords. He is quick, he's fast, he's heroic. He doesn't back down until it's done. He literally looks like a white hat on a horse fighting for justice. So, yes, I definitely think there's more to come. I forgot about these ones over here. Oh, lots of information. Got military, still waiting, working hard, but still waiting to make the environment much, much more desirable and comfortable. So they're already planning things, waiting. He looks like he wants to move. He looks like he's waiting, and he's been waiting for an awful long time, since June. I started getting that card in about June. I remember because I was doing, what do we need to know, last June, and I had that card. For like daily, lives. What do we need to know? This is authenticity. All the truth's going to come out now. More truth's going to come out now. More truth and loads of information. The real truth. It feels like more truths and real truths are going to come out. Okay, the honest truth. That's what it feels like. So the question was, is there more to come, or is this as good as it gets? These are the deciding cards. Go with the flow. Be more flexible. You need more flexibility. Go with the flow. Doesn't sound like it's over yet, does it? If something flows, it moves. Passion. Don't hold back. They're not going to hold back. So it could, with passion, get more intense. Oh, that's exciting. And on the back is energy. Keep a positive energy. Feels like there's more to come. So, where am I at? Which I'm going to then lead on to the next thing. Brad. Hi, Brad. Brad gives me the news on the ground in America. He's got friends spotting helicopters and V22s, or is it 22Ss? You're going to be laughing at me. That's what I've written down. He said San Diego, lots of action. Flights in and out. Also, Tucson. I'm not going to say too much. Tucson. Flights in and out. Like, honestly. So if this is over, and I did say, oh, immigration. I realised, no, why would you have helicopters if it's immigration? Now, obviously, I can't look at, real things that are going on within the military, but I wouldn't get a lot anyway, to be honest. You only really get the outskirts, and we know that justice is happening in the world no matter what. But I can ask, this intensity, is it to do with the battle not being over with the Hierophants? I can ask that. Is that to do with the Hierophants and things aren't over? Yeah, I won't say any more than that. I've got a yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it can be spontaneous as well. So it could just be something happens, quick, we got to go. Something happens, quick, off we go. I don't know if it's anything to do with going over water as well, flying over water. But this is a card of trust and also kind of yes. So yes. Was it yes? Oh yes. Was it anything to do with the Hierophants? Is it still going on behind the scenes? Well, what else would it be to do with? Trust. Trust. Healing waters. That's a good card. Also, exposure. Vulnerable. People, you know, you don't know. Is it to do with, let's see what I get. Same cards. I didn't shuffle very well, did I? But anyway, yep. It's a trusting card. Unexpected. So perhaps things happening unexpectedly. Could be drama, Mr. T. Things that are evolving all the time. Is it to do with the Great Awakening, what's going on in the world? I keep getting water. Water. Trust. Is it to do with not being on land and going across water? I don't really know. Page of Wands. So, starting the journey. You see, that's why I said, is it immigration? But you wouldn't need helicopters for that. Okay, so maybe I didn't ask the question in the right way. Could just be kindness for the people, doing us all a favour. This is a shutdown, and this is water again. Stop, waiting, water, stop, water, 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 water. What's water got to do with it? Moving intensely forward to stop. Oh, I don't get it. I didn't get it. Water. To do with the past. Things to do with the past. I just want to know if it's to do with the Hierophants and the Great Awakening and the Great Reset and stopping all of that. I'll ask one more time. Okay. Okay, I've asked it slightly different way in my head. Okay, I thought the same thing. Exposure, vulnerable, stress. Is it to do with the Great Awakening? Well, that other card, wherever it's gone. Oh, look. Right there. That other card is, to me, about changing everything for the better. Right, now I've kind of got a better answer. Because I asked without asking verbally out loud. Okay, so this is much clearer now. Maybe I just asked a better question. The Great Awakening, the end of the Great Reset. So ending it. And then the military are stopping it all. And then people leaving. This is about justice and truths. So it does feel like it. Hope so. So maybe it's not over yet. This is in order to make the environment a better place, basically. To make the world environment a better place. I've got yes again, and I've got that. Thanks, Brad. Boots on the ground. Oh, oh, he's a bit, oh, he's struggling. Yeah. To do with it, or elements to do with it. Maybe not all of it, but definitely elements to do with it. Okay. So, thanks, Brad, for your knowledge on V22Ss or V22 5s. I think they were V22s. I think maybe that's what he was trying to say. Ooh, go with the flow, which is what I keep getting. Flow could be water, great news, abundance. There you go. I've heard things about water to do with water. Oh, I've got an idea. Water getting to countries or... Oh, that's just really piqued my interest. Turning the page over now. What did Chris say to me? Greenland. Okay, so where was I? Sorry, got rudely interrupted. Oh, gosh, I'm going to be here all day at this rate. Missing the beautiful sunshine. So, yes, Chris, she said Greenland, building. I don't know if I can say it. Building with bars. I've left the plug on. Sorry, rudely interrupted again. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, those places with bars on them. What are they called? Apparently, does anyone live on Greenland? I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, maybe they don't. No one lives on there, I don't know. Ta-da! Oh, gosh. Greenland. Well... Oh my goodness me. So maybe it's not over. He looks pinned to the floor. Wow. That immediately came out when I didn't know about that. As soon as she said that, a question. Wow. Time. I'm starting to think it's not over. They're just treading water right now. That's what it feels like. Right, so I've done that one. And that brings me to another question about Greenland. Greenland. Am I saying it right? Greenland. Anyway, poor Canadian said to me that they're fed up of the cold, dark winters. I join you in that. That is a sad card. And feeling really fed up. And this is the environment. Dreary. She can be dreary. It can be, so it's a dreary situation. This could be being free of it. Okay, so fed up of the cold, dark winters. Here. And apparently in Greenland, yeah, so Canada, they would like to know, I can't remember if it was a male or female, but Canada, she or he is saying that they're hoping for, this is to change for better weather in the future. Here, so are we. So apparently there was a vortex machine that was shut off on the 21st of January. So, woohoo! Bingo! Good questions. I'm not meant to be doing readers' questions, by the way. I'm going to get an influx now, aren't I? And it's just sometimes I think, okay, well, it'd be good to know because at least we know where we're at, which is, I think, has caused me a bit of confusion this week, a bit of doubt. But Greenland, shutting off this polar vortex machine, does it mean that Canada, well, I'll do Canada first, does it stop the weather manipulation and will they have better winters or better weather, I should say, in future because of this? Does it affect Canada? Hermit. Wow. This is knowledge. Wisdom. Oh, is it a clever machine? Obviously, I'm so thick. Duh, Dimbo, is it a clever machine that it can manipulate the weather? I think so. Ooh, so they got a lot of knowledge going on over there. Whatever they're doing with this machinery. They can do so much and they can do too much. Ooh, look, let's manipulate the weather. He's got a little cloud on the sly. Ooh. Maybe it's man interference. Will they get better weathers? Yeah. Will it stop? So I was asking about Canada. Okay. So this is something on the quiet. Okay. And yes. This could be like a light bulb moment where truths come out. You know, yes, you could get better weathers. Yes, this feels more natural. Look at the leaves. So it's cold. I mean, that looks pretty cold, that card, doesn't it? It looks a bit like Canada. That looks like an ice house. But it can't be because there's greenery here. Mind you, isn't there a bit of greenery in Iceland? There is actually, and you've still got ice caps. So this looks cold. It's really cold. But there's a tree with leaves. So, and this one too. This looks cold too. Look at this. Look how cold this card looks. These are ice caps. So that card would be more about going back to the past. So having better weather. So going back to its natural course of weather, if you know what I mean. Where there's leaves growing, so new growth. It just feels natural. It feels like, yeah, they've been messing about too much. Oh, it just cheeses you right off, doesn't it, when you find out things like that. Balance. Oh, so it's going to be more balanced. It will be more normal. Focus. Clear direction. So maybe this clears the way. Wow. That's amazing. What about the... So, okay, gosh, this video is going to be so long. I might not do one the week after. I mean, I was going to stop because I wanted to see what was going to happen. But then so much happened in the last week. But if nothing really happens, we're just treading water. I'm just going to wait and see. So there may not be one next week. I may do one the week after. If anything happens, if nothing's happened, who knows at this point. But so... I feel like this has been a bit of control for across the world, okay? And perhaps this is the military have stopped this. So the world can do its more natural course, take its natural course. And this is planning, but also waiting. So maybe stop their plans, stopped it working, stopped... Yep. This is going to be big. This should change everything. So I am going to quickly ask, what about the rest of the world? Does it improve our weather as well? Oh, look. Maybe it's... Yes, look. Right. Stopped. Get lost. Stop messing about with our weather. Okay? This is dreary. This was almost, to be honest with you, too much knowledge. But... I feel now enlightenment. So start to see it differently. This is freedom. This is getting freedom, activating our freedom, liberty. And the sun has come out here as well. So while it may be cold, you know, you could still have sunny days as opposed to that, which is what the weather was. Manufactured, manipulated. That's what it feels like. And I think they're very much behind it. On their V22s, whatever they were. Right, will the rest of the world have better weather now the machine has been turned off? It's absolutely appalling. And the world needs to know this. This is what the whole thing about. If it ended tomorrow, to me, that's not really justice. Because the world doesn't know. And if the world doesn't know, it's not justice. So, there are goals. Good news coming. Good news is coming, or good news is already here. Maybe there's more to come. They got goals, so they got targets. They're working. Okay, so there's more to go. There's definitely more going on. So that answers my question and clearing. So cleared it. Now goals going forward in a better way. Hopefully now the weather can do its natural thing. I want to look up. Yeah, it's like I've got military ending it, and it feels like the end, like it was all too good to be true, but sadly it's ended. Well, brilliant news for us. Yep, just checking it's still recording. I don't even know if it's going to download on my phone at this point. It's going to be so long. But they were great questions. Woohoo! Right, another one. Farmers markets. So, of course... Oh, I'm going to do this one first. Farmers. I'll write it on here so I don't forget. Right, here we go. So, apparently, over here, I did it on the community page, on my YouTube page. Have a little look. I did it yesterday. A lot of supermarkets making redundancies. And, you know, it's sad for the people who work there because they're going to lose their jobs. However, I always felt, and this is why if this movie ended this week, it would be very disappointing because I'd be like, what? I always felt that high streets would come back. Small businesses would come back, and we would be getting rid of these global chains. And I think eventually they may just hopefully fade away one day. So obviously, you know, they're saying it's because of the economic climate. But to be honest with you, I struggle to find any truth in that, in my opinion, because if anyone's made money, I certainly think food companies have made money. We've probably bought more food than we ever needed in the last few years. Stocking up for one. People stockpiling, especially on toilet roll. Ha! Anyway, so I struggle to believe that. A lot of other chains have losing stores, losing branches, big stores. And I know this has happened in the past, but it feels like a lot. So when I went to look in the newspaper, there was just like, oh, this one's shut down. This one's losing more shops. This one's going. Yeah, you could say, well, there's Amazon now. Of course, they're going to be losing business. Okay, but I still struggle to believe the supermarket's ever losing business with the markup on food. That's just my opinion, though, and I may be wrong. I want to know if it's anything to do with the supermarket, because I remember a long time ago I got hermit, as if they would can either mean like you get knowledge or they go quiet. And I wondered, remember, they've been messing about with our food. They're behind a lot of what rubbish in our food that shouldn't be in there. Right, so smaller. They're getting smaller. Looks like they're getting smaller. But why? You know, are we going to have independent shops come back? Is that why? Well, there you go. So it's the answer to the question. So are we going to have smaller shops come back? Are we going to have a high street come back? Because I remember as well, remember, the councils were going. The councils are going. All of that's going. But yes, sometimes with this card, it does feel too good to be true. That is what that card could mean. Okay. Are we going to get small businesses back? This is small business card. Woohoo! Authenticity. Authenticity. It's a work in progress. Could be a change. Almost feels like perhaps it, you know, these big chains are on the way out. Oh, I didn't mean to get that many, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, they've been so... Look at that's a very big money card. They have really had a monopoly on how we spend our money. Oh, look at that. That don't feel too good with regards to food. That's a bit of something's quite not quite as it seems as well. This is food and drink. Can be food and drink cups. Ooh. Can't remember my question now. This has gone on so long. Oh, look. Okay. I'm afraid I think there's more to come. This is out of hardship. Things are going to get a lot better. And I do hope the high street comes... The high street? Yeah, the high street. I do hope the high street comes back. Nice little independent shops, independent stores. How many nail bars do you need? And barbers and everything. Well, you do need a barber. More than a nail shop, probably. Well, sorry. I looked at my nails and pulled my hand back. Yeah, you can say I'm not a frequent user of nail bars. Right. Oh, recharge. So renew. How exciting. And decide. Yippee! Which brings me on to the next one. Oh, goodness me. I'm nearly finished. Phew. Okay, the next one. But I've got my answers now, so I can stop doubting again. Right. Doubt myself. Was it farmer? Yes. Somebody said in the comments. This feels like they're for the world as well, wrapping everything up. So it won't just be UK stores, you know. It'll be your stores as well. Remember, what I get for the UK, I know there's people from different countries. You're getting it the same for where you are. Where we go one, we go all. Remember that. Let's see. Where we go one, we go all. So this is an act of generosity and kindness, okay, to make everyone feel more comfortable. So that was for where we go one, we go all. Hardship. So things getting pushed out or no longer being in hardship or poverty or feeling abandoned. Wisdom. In fact, I'm going to ask, for the rest of the world, all the other countries, this is moving things quickly to the positive. Will they start to notice better things coming? Well, there you go. I have. Oh, look. If you're in another country, military, celebration. There you go. That should make you feel happy. Right. So, yes, sorry, I've gone completely off tangent. Farmer. Yes, somebody said, and I've forgotten who it was, I apologise. Farmer, they heard on the sly that there might be farmers markets coming back to London. Feels like next thing we'll have a horse and cart. Yay! Farmers markets, is that true? Are they going to bring farmers markets maybe back? It doesn't necessarily have to be London. It could be, you know, in your local towns, you know, fresh produce. Okay, so this is what's happened. They have been totally overlooked and pushed out, okay? In fact, could even be hardship. That's how bad that's been for the farmers. They're hanging on in there. They're hanging on in there. They're just about done. They're very wounded, but they're hanging on in there. He's got one wound left. Oh, please. Okay? They're still trusting. It's quite sad, actually. Still hoping and trusting that it's not quite the end. Oh, look what they've done to farming. Look what they've done to farm. They wanted to shut farming down. They wanted to stop farming. Look at that. They wanted to stop farming. Right. So this is strategic and an agenda. And I wonder if... What's that noise? I think it's a neighbour. I wonder if we will backtrack, if they will backtrack, or yeah, I wonder if they would try to stop it, but now, you know how they're saying in the newspapers, oh, now we'll get on board with what they're saying about the WHO. I wonder if suddenly they'll start... How can they go from saying they don't want farming to basically being good to farmers? It doesn't really make much sense. So this is about thoughts. So it could be backtracking. Somehow, I feel they may backtrack. Okay? Or... This is waiting, and this is farming, which is quite extraordinary because he's got his crops here. Look. Maybe the odd one pops up and then more pop up, and that's how it begins. Maybe that's how it starts. I mean, this is looking at it in a new way, but, you know, differently. Or maybe they could do it in a town. I don't have yes for London, but... You never know. It's going to get smoother. I do think farming will get smoother. Honestly, I kid you not, I think they've tried to completely decimate farming. with regards also putting that stuff in the milk. I'm not saying it's good for you or bad for you, but I'm just saying I just think poor farming has really had it. Wow. I think it's been very difficult. I think it's been very tricky. I think that they have done everything to get rid of farming. However, I'm still hoping. Look, the sun came out. Yay! I'm still hoping there will be a new beginning somehow. Do they start to backtrack? I don't know if there'll be farmers markets in London, but I have a celebration and a sun. So definitely it's going to get better. Well, you can't say definitely when you read, but I do think it's really going to get better. Okay? It's actually really sad when you see it like that. You see how bad it's been, how bad they've had it. It's awful. Okay? It's been a very, very perilous journey. I think they thought farming was over. I kid you not. But the Wheel of Fortune, from perilous, it should change to, and it's actually on the happiness card. Mr. T. Oh, dear me. Maybe the stress days are coming to an end. This is freedom and independence and liberty. Judgment Day. I think there's more going to come out about this, actually. I think there's a lot more going to come out about this. And it could be that we all get behind the farmers and we start having fresh produce again. This could be a positive change. 2 10s ending. It could end their struggles. End their hardship, poverty struggles. Okay, I'm going to look at that quickly. So if there isn't markets, I'm not saying there won't be in the future, but I think maybe that's how it starts. Will farming come back? Okay, so there's a lot of confusion there. Remember, they've paid them off as well. They've paid them off. So, you know, it's not going to be easy for them to come back. I think they might be given grants. I've got yes. New growth. Yes, and I've heard they're going to give them grants. This is an offer coming in. This video was not meant to be this long. Yeah, the sun. Positive spin on it. So hopefully could be abundance. Oh, it just makes me feel really sad for them because I know how bad it's been, and you hear things and it's just like heartbreaking what they've done. Heartbreaking as well about these little... It's just heartbreaking. Right. What did I ask? Will farming come back? I believe very much so. I think there's a kindness extended here. Okay, this is actually interesting because I think this card is literally could be like, well, they could be like the farmer's market or in a little outside community. This is a courtyard. That's it. This is a courtyard. So she said in London, courtyards maybe, marketplaces. So anyway, this is a marketplace. So I do think in the future, this is moving. This could be travelling. So yeah, maybe they'll travel around. Is this recording? It's checking. Yes, maybe they'll travel around to different locations. So to your marketplace. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Oh, I'd love that so much. Wouldn't that be nice? Homemade markets again, homemade stalls, just for everything, you know, bread and produce, and maybe they would get bigger and then the supermarkets get smaller anyway because people prefer to go back to the old-fashioned ways. This is what brings me on to one of my next questions. Meditate, reconnect with your inner spirit, walk, practice yoga, meditate, and listen to music. Meditate. Maybe what you think you want, can happen. Maybe meditation is about reflection. On reflection, do we reflect back and create something different, what we want? Anyway, the cards were looking good, like it would be moving around, maybe to marketplaces. Which brings me on, oh good, good, I've nearly finished. Oh dear, right, which brings me on to, I've done that one. Oh yes, okay, so obviously Trump is saying that he wants to have energy in America, and you know what, maybe we'll have free energy still, who knows, that's fallen out, signs. So what's that about? However, I'm not going to do the whole video on this because Laura's View's already just done one, but I want to talk about AI. Now, obviously, when I looked into AI, I got teach and learn. Now, teach and learn could be, we learn a lot from AI. However, teaching, it would create jobs, but it's very much of engineer type jobs. And so I was asking my son about AI. Oops, these cards have just fallen out. So this knowledge is not great for everyone. It actually feels like perhaps it's not a good thing. And maybe signs is they're trying to tell you that. I don't know. Look, okay, so I'll back it up a bit. I asked my son about AI. Now, he trained to do visual effects. So he said to me, for example, what he does, he said, the trouble is there'll be no jobs. There'll be no movies. They're already using it so much in movies. It's faster, it's quicker. It's very much based more on engineering, that kind of thing. But the problem is, he said, there'll be anyone who's done 2D drawing, there'll be no 2D drawing, no art, no creativity. So creativity, we'll lose our creativity. Visual effects. So I said, well, did you know that when you studied that? He said, no, because it started about three years ago, really, in intensity. So no actors. So that doesn't feel like a good thing. So obviously, the card I had was skills and teach. Skills could be knowledge. Teach, you could learn, you could learn some stuff. But to be honest, is it not about moderation? But then again, in my feeling is get rid of the whole lot. And maybe that's what these cards are saying. This knowledge could be a detriment, actually. So maybe teach and learn is about, we could learn, but is to learn that, is that a good thing? We would, teach. It could have consequences. So maybe it was, I don't know. So I'm going to look into AI. Are we really going to go forward with AI in such a big way that people lose their jobs? Creativity goes. You don't want creativity to go because what's the card? What is the card? It's a destiny card. The star, destiny. Oh, that card's over there. I had my eyes shut. Okay, so that's the knowledge. And this is wisdom. Destiny, to me, that is about creativity. So, you would lose your creativity. You don't want to lose your creativity. So what's the story with AI? Are they really going to use it? Or is it that they're trying to say something? I don't know. Is it in an inverted way? No. There is more to this. There's more to this. This is a fight, a setback, a battle. There's more to it. An argument, being conflicted. There's more to it. This is about truth. Okay? Honesty, holding people to account, and truthful. And knowledge, this research. Are we really going to use AI? It's interesting. Maybe it's exposing what would be what our futures would look like. Is this a good thing? Now, I have the sun, so it's a positive outcome. That's tricky. I don't know, okay. Oh, sometimes it's tricky. Okay. I feel like, I don't know if this is linked to what people wanted, because this card is not feeling it so much. And this is linked to the past, okay? That perhaps energy. I was talking about energy as well, though. Electricity. Okay. Then I asked, would AI just be good for us all? I wonder. I don't know how. Okay, right. This is hard to try to explain, but I'm wondering if the sun is natural energy. Now, originally I was talking about energy. The sun is natural energy, and perhaps we don't need to use AI, and there's some kind of lesson to be learnt from all of this. Like, are they trying to say something? Teach and learn that we don't need to do this, because I wonder if there's free energy naturally from the sun, and they know this, and so therefore, like, they're alluding to, why would we need AI for energy? Like, I wonder if there's some kind of, this is an energy card as well. The beginning, it's almost as if they already have the beginnings of the ability to give us energy. Why would they need AI? Now, then I asked AI for the future. Okay, are we going to lose? Okay, this is working together, buildings, infrastructure. Right, it's going to be here forever. Okay, are we actually going to have AI continue to come in at a fast rate and we lose our creativity? Because the sun is a positive card. I don't know what that was then. Hang on. Or is it some kind of clue to say we're not actually going to be doing this because this isn't good for our future? We're going to lose creativity and jobs. And personally, I think no, we shouldn't have it, because every creative industry will end. Oh, no, this is not good for us. We don't want AI. We don't want it. Not with that card. Nope. Nope. And I think maybe the Queen of Swords in the last lot of cards is something about the truth. I don't know. There's got to be a connection here somehow, somewhat. Okay. So, because, oh, look at this. This is bigger than losing our creativity. This is Hierophants. Okay. I wonder if AI has got to do with putting money in as well. Putting money into AI. But then we lose our contributions. We lose our ability to use our thoughts and words. This is thoughts and words. So our thoughts and words are hidden because AI can do it for us. Okay? And then there's justice here. And it feels like putting a lot of money into this AI, this hidden stuff, and the knowledge that actually will have repercussions as well with justice. But I think there's more to do with I think there's more going on. I think there's a link and there's a connection, and maybe you know it and you can tell me. Okay. Justice, I feel like there's something to do with justice, that it wouldn't serve us. It just would not serve us. It would be too controlling. It wouldn't serve us. And the King of Pentacles is about doing something for the good, in a way. Business for the good. Perhaps it would also affect businesses. Or can they do business differently? Maybe that's what it's trying to say to me. Could they do business differently? Should business be done differently? This is patience at the right time. Okay, right. There's a justice card there, though. Are we actually going to become more creative and get rid of AI? That's a tricky one. Because I'm not saying they shouldn't. No, why do we want AI? I don't know. Now, this is about being authentic. She's also creative. She's into art and creativity. Different. And it's like she's unique. She's into the arts, creativity, intuition. Yes, I think what it's saying is using AI is losing our integrity, our intuition, our creativity. It's exactly what it's saying. Maybe they're trying to say they want to stop our intuition and creativity. Okay, and that's why I keep getting this. I think this is some kind of information drop, okay, that what they wanted for the world, but it means it's like it wouldn't necessarily be good for us. And maybe he's trying to say that. So, will we lose AI? I have to go back, try and get the answers. Will we lose AI? Are we actually going to get rid of AI? It sounds like we don't even need it. Not for... Oh. Now, this is energy. Is AI energy? This is energy. This is things moving in a different positive direction. It's an agreement. Energy. Energy. Now, let me see. Oh, what did I say about this is about creativity, okay? And I'm wondering if it's down to exposing, we're going to lose our creativity, and maybe we need to slow it down and not get into this. Maybe it's something that they wanted for businesses, but this would be like, this could be sad for us, really sad for us, and pushing the boundaries. Right. Sorry, I have to keep going over it. I kind of didn't realise when I asked this question how difficult it would be to get answers. Okay, so will we keep... Okay, I'm going to do it really simply. Will there still be plenty of visual effects jobs in the future? Oh, surrender. Give up. Right. Maybe we've taken computers too far. Maybe it's not good for us. Oh, Judgment Day. Oh, I don't know what that means in terms of this. Maybe we look at computers differently. Have we taken them too far? Do we want to step it back a bit? Maybe there'll be jobs, but just more, I don't know. Okay. Will there be visual effects jobs in the future? Right. Strength, okay? So using our strength, using our skills, okay? Stop. I think, okay, this is some kind of psychological twist, okay, to stop us using our being authentic. This is authenticity, and this is creativity and the arts. I think there's more to this story. So will we be using visual effects? Yes, it feels like yes, but I don't think to the extent as what they wanted. This is a change. This is a completion and a change, a long-term change. Okay? There are three major arcanas. Will we be losing our creativity? Will we have VFX jobs? I think it will be stopped, and this is an ending, and it's for the world. It's a completion, and I think we will be ending this cycle forever. I personally, with those cards, I think visual effects will continue unless computers completely go. But I feel that AI is taking it that one step further, and perhaps that will stop. because yes, I'm sure it can help business in certain ways, but we survived without it before, to my knowledge, in the 70s, 80s, and we were fine. You take it that one step further, we're losing our jobs, we're losing our creativity. That's not what we want. So is President Trump just trying to highlight that? Family. Will we lose AI? I asked. Move, okay? And family. Reconnect with them, tell them you love them. Family. AI. Family. Move. Family. I'm very confused. Yeah, I shouldn't have got on this topic. Maybe family is humanity. I think, okay, this people leaving. I may not be 100%, so just take it with a grain of salt. But my gut feeling is, no, we won't be using it. And I think it's not the way for the future. And that this is maybe what was on the table, and maybe he's highlighting it. And then for some reason we kind of, we bypass it in a way. That's the gist of what I'm getting. The cards I'm getting is that it would not be good for us and for humanity. And even I wonder if there's free electricity anyway. You don't need AI to make electricity. If you do, if it's not free, it's a fraction of the cost. Like, it's much, much smaller for energy. If we were paying any, it would be much smaller. It's small. Or looking at something in a new way. With authenticity, I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think we're not seeing the full picture. I think this was perhaps news that is not good news. Maybe they need to show us. So we say, hang on a minute. I don't know what's behind it. What can I ask now? Gosh, I've sat here for so long now. So I had move and family. Family. And don't worry about the VFX jobs when I had 10 of Swords. It may be that the rest of it shut down so that we don't lose our creative jobs. Okay, so I've asked an easy... Sometimes you just ask a very straightforward question. Okay, will we keep our creative jobs? That's the easiest thing to ask. There you go. Now it gets a bit easier. Positive. Okay, so maybe the 10 of Swords was they're going to shut that down. Okay, because that loses your... That's about your thoughts, and you have no thoughts anymore because you give up and you can't solve it, so you give up. So maybe it's about... It isn't going to solve it. It isn't going to help the industry. And then maybe they shut it down. Okay, that's the best I've got on that. I hope it kind of helps. I don't know if it did. That got very complicated for me. Last one. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. 2 people he wanted to work with apparently being denied. I tried to search what that was about today. I couldn't find anything. I'm wondering if this is still like showing you certain things, clues and signals and all sorts. So what's that about? People leaving, yet again. People leaving, something like that. I don't really know. Or you're not seeing the full picture. Or, okay, this is about the truth of the structure Okay, it's about integrity of the structure, their formation, their collaborative working in a coming together, working together. Okay, and this would be natural health, and maybe holding back anything that isn't natural or resisting anything that isn't natural, or holding anything physical back, something physical, holding something physical back. This is, see, now it turned, I don't know, so I don't entirely know what that's about in a way, why, but maybe, are they all on the natural health path? Because these cards are about healing and renewal, okay? I think the whole health system is going to be completely overhauled. These are nice cards, okay? This is authenticity, integrity, and healing, okay? This is also a healing card. Renewal. I feel like they're going to renew the whole thing. I don't know about the two people because I couldn't find the story. And they're waiting to rebuild the whole thing, okay? They're going to work really hard on it. But they're considering I don't know why, if they're authentic, why that happened. I really don't understand. I don't understand everything. It's just to do with people going, okay? I don't really know. It's just looking at something in a new in a new way. That doesn't make much sense to me if they were knowledgeable, but I can't connect all the dots. So just know that the health system, whatever happens, is going to be completely renewed. Communicate. They're trying to tell you something. Clearing. Right, that's the best you're going to get. But you're going to have a whole new health system. Going to be amazing. Ground. Last one. Signs. Okay. That's the best I got. Right, I don't think I'm going to do another one for ages now. That has absolutely exhausted me. That was a long one. But I think I've answered all my questions. And I think I kind of feel like, you know what? I think they're still doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I hope I get the renewal I'm looking for. I'm looking for complete renewal. Like, completely. Everything changing, and I just want to know, will the world change? I would say a complete flip to what it is absolutely today. Like, complete flip, like we don't know ourselves. It's so different. Or is it just very much like it still is? I've got healing card there. How far is this renewal going to go? This is prosperity, long lives, comfortable lives, families all coming together, longevity, good health, money, legacies. Okay, how far is it going to go? Is it going to be the way I was hoping? Okay, so what the current infrastructure is like for us is like, it's been a lot of work. It's been really hard, but it has completely changed because a lot of things are changing. A lot of people have gone, a lot of people are leaving, moving on, and it's a little bit left to go. But I was asking how. Okay, so this is trying to bring things back into different places, moving things around to create growth. It's a setback because you're pulling in different directions, trying to put maybe the brick back here and the brick moved out of there, and putting the things back, trying to reconfigure everything. And that can cause a bit of difficulties and frustration. So I think that's what happens next. But I think we're going to start feeling a lot happier about the knowledge, the things that are coming out, everything that's coming out in the papers, everything we're finding out quickly, everything we're learning. It's going to be quite intense. But is it going to be the way I hoped? I think there's a step before that. I think there's some news first that's going to be detrimental and sad. And there's going to be Judgment Day. Before, I think they haven't had the renewal. I think if there's a renewal, it will be after Judgment Day. I think that's yet to come. There's a trumpet there. There's a moment of, oh my goodness me, we're going to be up in arms. I feel like there's some sorrow, bad news. So I feel like we're happy that it's changing. We're happy that things are happening quite quickly. But we're not there yet. I do think there's still going to be a Judgment Day at some point. I think it's still coming because, look, only then do we get our freedom. So they go, Judgment Day. Some very, very sorrowful news. And then only then are we free, and then we rebuild. Then we rework on our futures. And this is, trying to reconfigure everything. This is putting the hard work in. All the countries standing their ground, restarting. Maybe what I'm hoping for is quite a long way off, if it even goes that way. And this is everything working out for the better. Moving in a better direction, everything from the heart. New beginnings, Ace of Pentacles. So maybe it will go that way, but it feels like it's a way off, and there's a massive hurdle first. Right, yeah. I'm sure one of these cards flipped, but I don't know. Oh, there you go. It's that one. Okay, so all the truth has to come out still. That's what it feels like. This is very interesting. It's very interesting to leave it like this. So I think in the future, things will be more balanced, okay? Things will be fairer. I think this is the first stage, okay? What happens after that? Maybe I'm I'm looking too far ahead right now. At the moment, the biggest thing what happens next is it feels like these are your bigwigs, okay? And I feel like that is going to change, okay? The structure is going to change. It's going to become more fair, more balanced. Different partnerships, could be governmental partnerships are different. And it's also could be the white hats out, are protecting us. And the world will be more balanced and fair, and it can even be more spiritual with the lovers. So let's see what I get here. It feels like there is a lot more to look forward to, but I think it's still a way off. Oh, yes, it is. Affirm. Fantastic. So, great news. New beginnings. So, we're not there yet. We're only on the first stage of the ladder. I'm way ahead. I'm here. Love. This is what I'm imagining it to be like. So, love. So, enjoy it. So, we've got a way to go and balance. So, things are going to be so much more balanced. So, we have a way to go. Cut it there and cut it there. Friends, I think the world will just become a happier place. Goodness me. Well, there you go. Wow, it's probably about an hour I've sat here now. Anyway, I think that kind of should help us know the direction we're going in, and that it's not over yet, which, we're just going to have to start to see now. When you see things that don't look so good, I just think don't take them too seriously right now. I think that it is all out to be changed and renewed. And I think that they may be just saying things because they need you to think, or they need you to, or they're saying it's like a sign of something. So I was thinking about that when some people were saying, oh no, what about this? What about this? And I was thinking, even my friend had said to me, Caroline, we keep getting the cards trust. We have to trust. And that's that. And we're not. Well, I mean, we have our wobbly moments. We all do. Last card. Oh, look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Strength. We're coming back with strength. They're coming back with strength. Okay? From hardship, compassion. Compassion and kindness. Oh, isn't that lovely? There you go. What's this one? Nature. I said that. So that's why you don't need AI. Hopefully my son will still get a job in visual effects. Okay. Have a great day. Have a great week. Take care. Bye now.